Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming my October anti-haul video. Every month I like to sit down and go over some of the makeup releases from the previous month and tell you which ones I passed on because oh my gosh, I love to buy new eyeshadow palettes, and sometimes we need to bring some balance back into the universe, and anti-hauls are my way of doing that. So if you like a good roasting, just keep watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on my channel. We do have a few reoccurring series every month, so every month I like to film a rankings video, I like to film an anti-haul video. I also love to chat about new makeup releases every week. So if all of that sounds interesting to you, highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell, and without further blabbering, let's get into it. Now, if you're wondering, Karen, what is on your eyes? Oh my gosh, that's so gorgeous. I know, I love it too. I will link the video with this look and all the makeup that's on my face in my description box for you guys if you're curious to know. If you missed the video, highly recommend checking it out because it's a gorgeous new eyeshadow palette. And I think that's all the announcements I have to make, so let's get started with the anti-haul. The first thing I'm anti-hauling is this new collaboration between Morphe and Mickey and Friends. I think this is different for Morphe. I mean, they've done some collaborations in the past. I don't know if they've ever done a Disney collab though, actually, now that I think about it. Nothing that comes to mind off the top of my head, but here they are with this Disney collaboration. So there is a Truth Be Bold Artistry palette, which is $32 with 35 shades. There's also a Mega Matte Lip Trio for $20. There's a 6-piece brush set and a hand mirror. Honestly, I don't want this collection, but I do feel like this is one of the better Disney collaborations. There's also a 9-pan eyeshadow palette that's kind of like representative of Mickey, and I think they did a really good job with that. I also really think the packaging's cute, and that one lip shade is so pretty, the neutral shade. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I don't want any of this, but it's not the worst thing I've seen Morphe do. Let's put it like that. The next thing I'm anti-hauling is the new Chantecaille holiday collection. So they have some products here. There's a Pearl Lumiere highlighter balm for $110, an eye sheen for $75, and a rouge for $75. It's a natural looking rosy flush of color. Luminous powder balm blush infused with antioxidant rich cottonseed oil to nourish the skin while adding a soft pink sheen. Oh my gosh, $75 for two of those things, and then $110 for a pearly highlighter balm. That's like my monthly makeup budget for one collection, so easy pass on that for me. Next, I'm anti-hauling the Disney Madness collaboration round 2 with Beauty Bay. This is really cute. There's a Bambi palette and an Alice in Wonderland palette. These shades, though, are really not appealing to me. The only shade I like is in the Mad Hatter palette. There's a green shade and it looks really pretty, but everything else looks very muted, so it's an easy pass on that for me. Next, I'm anti-hauling the new Kathleen Lights Lacquer and Friends collab. Usually I don't talk about nail polish too much, but I feel like this is a very iconic collaboration if you're a Friends fan. I honestly think she did a really cool job like embodying Friends, and I know she is a huge fan of the show, so I think that's like a great opportunity for somebody that loves the show so much to be able to work with something they love. So I think it's beautiful, and if I had all the money in the world, maybe I could find an excuse to buy it, but really not something I'm interested in, so easy pass on that. Next thing I'm anti-hauling for now is the ColourPop collaboration with The Nightmare Before Christmas. I was interested in this because I've mentioned my husband's a big fan of The Nightmare Before Christmas, and sometimes I like to collect makeup that reminds me of him. So maybe someday I'll buy this palette, but for now, it's an easy pass. The Jelly Mud shadows look so pretty. There's a shade called Lock that looks so cool. It's like a black base with a lot of purple shimmer. That one looks really interesting. There's some pretty lip shades, some Jelly Mud shadows, some like bejeweled things that you can stick on your face. So a bunch of stuff in that collection, but nothing I am drawn to enough to go ahead and make a purchase at this moment in time. Next, we have highlighters from M Cosmetics, Sunscape highlighters, and they look really beautiful, but honestly, I just am not a fan of M Cosmetics, so whenever they launch something, I'm not really interested right off the bat anyway, so that's an easy pass for me. Next thing I'm anti-hauling is the Pure Cosmetics Nabella collection. I actually talked about this in a new makeup releases video, I think episode 23. I kind of mentioned that, you know, Nabella is a South Asian creator. She's from Bangladesh, which is very close to where I'm from, Sri Lanka, and we have a very similar skin tone, and I was just commenting in my new makeup releases video that I felt a little bit disappointed that she kind of made a palette that anyone could have made, and I don't think she did a very good job of like celebrating South Asian women. So I think I explained it better in that video. I would recommend checking out the new makeup releases video because I don't want to like repeat myself, but I think I saw a few comments in my video that you guys kind of agreed as well. It was nice for me to hear your guys' opinion because sometimes I get scared to like talk about how I feel when it comes to makeup releases, especially collaborations, because I don't ever want to like shit on people for their collaborations, and I'm not shitting on her either. I mean, I'm so happy she got a collaboration. It's a big deal anytime anyone gets a collaboration. You know, as a South Asian woman, there's a lot of people that struggle with being tan because for some reason the culture very much in Asia, at least where I grew up, is lighter is more beautiful. I just wish she had done a palette that would also complement tanner, deeper complexions that don't get a lot of visibility in Asian cultures when it comes to the standard of beauty. I mean, it's changing. It's changing very slowly. Definitely not fast enough in my opinion. Yeah, I think people with so much influence have the power to make an impact. Like, even if she doesn't live in Asia anymore, I'm sure she has a lot of Asian followers. So I think she could have really made a difference in a lot of people's lives with that collaboration. Okay, I'm gonna get off my soapbox now. Sorry guys. Okay, next I'm anti-hauling the Dominique Cosmetics new eyeshadow palette. This is called the Coral Blossom by Dominique Cosmetics. I think this palette is beautiful. I do think that there's a place for this in the makeup industry, just not in my makeup room. I think it's really boring, but I could totally see this being like a lot of people's everyday palette. Somebody said that it gives them like Pat McGrath Utopian Dreams vibes, and I was like, no girl. No, I promise you it's not the same. I promise. Okay, next thing I'm anti-hauling is the ColourPop Lucky Penny collection. This one's an easy pass for me if I'm being honest because I feel like I have those shades already. But I think it's a really smart collection for ColourPop because people love a good neutral palette, and ColourPop typically makes really good eyeshadows, and so I could see a lot of people wanting to pick that palette up just so they have like a little 9-pan palette that they can use day to day. Next we have the Tom Ford Lost Cherry collection. The packaging on this collection is absolutely stunning. The red quad is so beautiful. I imagine that if I was a Tom Ford collector, I would be really interested in picking up all these like limited edition compacts. I think that would be half of the fun, is when the packaging changes depending on the collection. So that's really pretty. I mean, I've never really been that drawn to Tom Ford's eyeshadows or anything like that, so it's an easy pass, but I do think it's a really pretty collection. Okay, so I've been skipping talking about this collection with Mac and Lisa. I think she is a member of the band, are they called Blackpink? I think it's like a really big like K-pop group. I think they have like a Netflix documentary. I haven't seen any of this. I'm just talking out of my ass because I feel like from the little bit I follow, I kind of know who they are. But anyway, they're doing this collab. I believe this is for Asia, but I'm not sure if it's going to end up coming to America, but it's like a nice little collection. I like the lipsticks, I like the highlighter, I like the blush. It's nice. But see, this is what I mean when I was talking about the Nabella collab. When I see Asian influencers getting collaborations, it's usually always the ones from like Eastern Asia that are a lot lighter. Basically, they don't look anything like me, so that's why I was like kind of disappointed in the Nabella collection, because I'm like, usually when it's an Asian influencer, it's always like a lighter skin Asian influencer. So anyway, I'm not sad. It's fine. I'm just disappointed. It's fine. Okay, so we have this palette from She Glam. This is the Halloween season Wretched Romance collection palette for $9. They also have a sponge for $2.50. There's a liquid lipstick set and a colored liquid eyeliner set for $10. I still haven't tried She Glam. I feel like I've seen a lot of videos where people say that it's a good brand, and I'm sure it's good. I just don't really feel like spending money on trying affordable makeup, so for now, it's an easy pass. I also passed on the new Makeup by Mario Ultra Suede Sculpting Lip Pencils. I feel like it's pretty easy to pass on lip pencils for me because I don't wear them a lot, and I wear more liquid lipsticks, and I don't feel like I need a lot of lip liners for liquid lipsticks. Next, I passed on the Jaclyn Hill Naughty and Ice collection. This is her holiday collection. I just wasn't really into any of this stuff, so there was a lip lacquer for $18. Then she did a Sun face palette, which I wish those were individual products instead of a face palette, but that palette is $38. I did see it's available at Ulta, and I was thinking about it, but I think I'm gonna pass because I don't need any more face palettes, and I don't know if I've seen any reviews of that face palette. I'd be curious if you guys had heard anything about it. There's a oil primer, the glaze over shimmer top coat for your eyes, Pout Spoken liquid lipsticks, and lip liners. I think some of my friends had tried the Pout Spoken liquid lipsticks and they didn't like them, so then I didn't really feel the need to get any of that stuff either, because I'm like, well, I trust my friend's opinion, why would I buy it? Okay, next we have some sets from One Size. This is Patrick Starr's makeup line at Sephora. So there's the 3 Queens primer, powder, and setting spray set. I actually kind of want that. Morgan Turner was saying that she really enjoyed some of the products in that set. There's a Point Made eyeliner and eyeshadow set for $34. So that looks like a really cute set as well. But honestly, I'm going to pass on that for now. Next is this new collection from Wet n Wild. It's the little twin stars, and there's a bunch of stuff in this collection. I think it's a really pretty collection, but I haven't really been crazy about Wet n Wild. I used to buy a lot of Wet n Wild stuff, but I feel like then I was just ending up with a lot of inexpensive makeup that added up to be the price of like one expensive eyeshadow palette. So I've not really been looking at Wet n Wild, but I think that's a cute collection, and especially if you like the little twin stars, if you're a collector, for $74.99, if you can get like a full collection, that's pretty cool for you to, you know, have, I guess. Next thing I passed on in October was the ColourPop and NBA collection. I think this is a really cool collection. I just am not really like that into the NBA. I mean, the green palette, the Laker palette, and even like the Mavericks palette was really cute, but I knew I wasn't going to use them for more than just a video, so I did pass on those. Then we have the Chanel Advent Calendars. This is a limited edition for $825. Sadly, that's probably the cheapest thing they make at Chanel is the Advent Calendar. So it looks really, really beautiful. I think this would be fun for a collector for sure to have. It's so beautiful to gift and stuff like that. Personally, I would not be able to justify that price point, but I don't think it's a bad idea. I think it's pretty. Okay, here's an easy one. This is the holiday collection from Morphe. So this is the larger than life holiday collection. There's a palette called the Big Primping Artistry Palette for $26. A little extra artistry palette for $12. Make It Big Trio for $25. A jumbo size of the Continuous Setting Mist for $22. The Best of Blends 7-piece brush set. Okay, so objectively, this is a pretty holiday collection. I could totally see myself like losing my mind if I was a regular makeup lover that likes neutral palettes. Like, I could totally see myself buying that whole collection. But since I like to wear green eyeshadow one day, blue eyeshadow the other day. It's not something that's calling to me, so easy pass on that. Okay, another easy pass was the new holiday collection with Makeup Revolution and Friends. This is the Thanksgiving edition, and oh my gosh, so many people were roasting this collection because it has that like ridiculous like turkey palette, and then there's like a coffee mug mirror, but it's like a square mirror on a coffee. It's okay, but it's definitely not something I want to drop any money on, so easy pass for me. Then we have the Kylie Cosmetics A Nightmare on Elm Street collection. This was her Halloween collection. I haven't bought anything from Kylie in a long time, but this is cool. I think a lot of people were really interested in this. I started watching A Nightmare on Elm Street with my husband, and we thought it was so ridiculous. Like, it wasn't even scary. It was just kind of stupid. Please don't cancel me for saying that. I just felt like it was a little stupid. So yeah, definitely no nostalgia or attraction to the color story with that collection. Okay, another thing I passed from with ColourPop, which I'm kind of surprised about because I could totally see myself buying this, but I also feel like I know myself better than to buy this palette. So this is the Play It Jewel eyeshadow palette from ColourPop. 30 mattes and shimmery shades for $34. And they also did launch some eye primers. I haven't bought the eye primers yet either because I don't really want to. I mean, I have plenty of eye primers. This palette is so interesting on one side and then yet so boring. I recently filmed a ColourPop swatch party for my channel. I don't know if you guys would have seen that yet when this video goes live. But the one thing I realized is the palettes that I do have, I half love the palette and then the other half is like super duper boring. And that's totally the same case with this palette. Like, I'm looking at the swatches now and I maybe like the last 10 shades in the swatches and everything else is just neutral. So I'm glad I passed on that because I could totally see myself getting that palette if I hadn't stopped myself. Okay, next thing I'm anti-hauling is the Simpsons collection with Makeup Revolution. I know some people are huge Simpson fans and Halloween fans, so I could totally see people getting that, but it was an easy pass for me. And then I want to anti-haul the Addams Family and Hip Dot collaboration. This collaboration, I mean, it's pretty true to the Addams Family. It's not my taste, but I don't think it's horrible. So there's that. And yeah, I think actually this is one of the more true to theme kind of collections in my opinion. Again, not something I want, but I don't think it's horrible. So I did pass on it, but I don't think it's horrible. That's all I have to say about that. Okay, I feel like I could go on and on, but I'm going to stop myself there with this anti-haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what products turned you off in the month of October. What did you think was hideous? You know I love chatting to you in the comment section, and I will see you in another anti-haul very soon. Bye guys!